Okay, let's start rigging this character. I think you have already seen this character. What I did is like for 2 hours I just planned about the anatomy. I just tweaked some of the vertex and I just added some more vertex because I want to take it for animation. You can see here I added some vertex here because I want to bend the toe also. In previous classes what I explained is I applied only one bone uh, from the ankle, but here I want to also add ankle and the toe bone, so I added some more vertex here and I just tweaked the anatomy and I just made it to look more cute sorry, more cute. uh, so this character I'm going to use for my production, where uh, like like for example for the poster design, where I can make this character to uh, pose according to my requirement for like poster design or for my motion graphics, like very little animation where it will just tell like hi or boy or standing or pointing towards something, uh, like that. So this is the basic character for that purpose. Okay, and also I have shared this kind of model on for you people, so that you can also try on that model also, right? So let's apply directly on this character and let's see, because I don't want to just experiment, I want to complete this character. Okay, uh, so before that you can see I added a mirror modifier for this and also subdivision. So I want to get rid of all this one, later on we can apply. So for now I'll just close this subdivision, and we should not you know close this, we need to apply this, right? So we need to apply, so I'll go here. Okay, this is the newer version, I'm just finding where is the apply button. So here we got the apply button, just you need to find like where is the tools, whatever it may be. I told like there is a major version, actually 2.9 means, because we know 2.7 is totally different. This is the 2.8 version which you are seeing the icon in my taskbar, and this is the 2.9 version. So they have done some many changes here. Just you need to find where is the name and what name they have changed. Just we need to just go through and we'll get to know. So let's go and let's tell apply it. Okay, done. So now there is no modifier, everything is applied. Now what is there? So let the wireframe be on, so that we'll get an idea to position our joints. Okay, so let's start. Let's see whether it is exactly in the front view. Yes, see, you can see it is in my front orthographic view. So that's what you need to keep it. This will solve many problems. So we need to always keep in front orthographic. So that is okay for now. And what is next? Next we'll add bone. So we'll go here and I will just I will not add any italics. So I'll directly add only bone. So let's see the basics which are all we are learnt, and I want a very simple rigging. I don't want a very complex controllers also, so just I'll keep it very simple. So let's see this one, single bone. So I added a single bone, and I want to see this bone in front of the character always. So I'll go here, let's find where is this in this version. Here it is in front. Okay, before it was like two columns, now they have made it into one column. Okay, that's fine. So here we got the bone, and I told you should not edit in your object mode. If you are editing bone, always, even the metallic also, always go to your edit mode, go here and position. So let's position, let's continue doing this. I don't want this, let it be box selection, box selection B, I think, shortcut key. So I'll go for G and use Z key and position it. I'll position it somewhere here, and let's click this G and again Z key, position it somewhere here. Okay, then I'll extrude from here E extrude, so I'll position it somewhere where I want to bend. Let's bend it from here, right? So let's see example. Okay, I'll bend it from somewhere from this joint. So let's keep it here. So let's rename in the same time so that renaming will be avoided later. So I'll just tell L underscore enter. So this is my left side of the character. This is the left side of the character. So it is L underscore. So done. And let's extrude one more time. E extrude up to the knee part. Okay, and let's go to the other view. Like I will go for this viewport. Click here, and this is the right viewport which I am doing now. So let's go here, G, place it somewhere. Cross, define the angle now itself. Okay, so that it can bend in the preferred angle when we apply the IK. So again E key. So let's go here. We'll keep it for the ankle purpose so that we have a bending ankle. So you can see like I have kept here 3 segments. I already told you. So wherever there is a bending, 3 segments is necessary. So one more E. So one more you can see I have here more than 3. So for now let it be here somewhere so that we have this 3 segment. Okay, 1, 2 and either side 1. So this is where I am going to bend my toe. So I'll keep it somewhere up to here. Done. Okay. So see, you can see all the bones which I named is it's added L. So only we need to name it in advance so that everything will be like L. And if you want to give the specific name, you can go ahead and you can give the specific name. And also you can see like we have some bend here. So let's remove that bend. We don't want that bending thing. My character is like that actually, right? Okay, so let's see in the back side and let's okay, so we can handle this and let's move this side. Let's give an angle for it. Done. Okay, let's little bit make it straight. Okay, so this is looking okay for now. Okay, then let's give some controller for this. So let's go to this view and IK control. We can also, instead of creating a separate bone and giving the IK control, I can also directly select the bone and I can do the animation. Doesn't mind like in previous classes I showed, like you want to extrude one more bone so that this bone is meant for only control purpose. Doesn't mind, doesn't require that also. Okay, so you can directly select this bone and click and drag and you can do the IK animation. So same, if you want you can even do it. And also I told like you can click here and last class I think like we created only one the basic only one foot bone. We didn't do the toe bone. So now we have 2 things. So one is like, let's say E, and I can keep one bone like similar to this angle. So this bone will be for our foot lifting, right? So this bone will be for our foot lifting. So let's click here. Or else you can also duplicate this and keep it on the same position. Anything you can do, man, anything. Like shift D, duplicate and keep it and little bit scale. Or you can also, you know, like extrude and keep it. Some people will keep it in the back side, so you can also do like that. Or you can also position it something like this, so that we will get to know like which is the ground level and where I want to position my foot. So this is my foot level. So many ways you can do your own way. You can apply your own constraint also, doesn't mind. But what is this bone for? This bone is not for deforming the mesh. This bone is only, I am creating only for the purpose of controllers, right? So what you want to do is first we need to disconnect from this, because this is not for Auto weighting system means it's not for weighting system, so I'll tell alt and P, and let's disconnect the bone. So let's see whether you are disconnected. So we have still connection. Control alt P and clear the parent. So this bone is separate. This bone is a separate. Just I took the copy from there. So let's go here and let's cross check. Yeah, this is not at all work affecting with any other bone. And what we can do, this is for not for deforming, right? I told. So you can see in right side in the bone property, not in the armature, in the bone property you can see there is a deform option. So we need to switch off. Why? Because I don't want this bone to control any one of this mesh. Okay, if I move this, it should not control the mesh, it should control only the bone. So I am going to switch off this one, this deform option. Okay, and in the same way, let's create one more bone for this ankle. Let's create E and keep it somewhere like this, and I want to disconnect this because it is joined. So alt P, and let's tell I will disconnect the bone. Okay, so I'll keep it somewhere very front, and I will not clear the parent. This is okay, but still okay, let it be. I'll clear the parent also, no need to get confused. So this is separate. You can just go back and cross check whether it is connected for anything or not. So you can see it's not at all connected. These two bones are not at all connected. And also I told you need to switch off the deform because it is only for controlling the bone, not for the mesh. So this two bone is only for controlling the bone, okay, not for the base. So these are all controllers. So let's rename this one like L foot CTRL, and this is for L pole CTRL control, means pole control, and this is foot control. So now we are renamed. Now let's apply the controller for this. Okay, so let's apply the controller. So let's select this one. You should be in pose mode to apply the constraints, and go to the right side and just click this bone constraint and add inverse kinematics, and you need to select the armature. I have only one armature, so only one armature, and you need to select the foot control for the IK. Done. So let's cross check whether everything is working fine. So let's click on G tool, and you can see what is happening. My chain is connected. See, my bone is bending in a totally different direction because IK is connected up to the end of this teeth. So that one we doesn't require it. Want to control only this bone, only one parent of this bone, right? So this is the first bone which we have applied IK. So I will tell 1, and this is the second bone which it want to control. So I will tell 2. The chain length should be only 2. So let's select this one and click on G, and yes, now this is okay. Now we can animate it, and you can see here in this. Okay, but what is happening, my foot is rotating in a different way, but it's actually doing its job according to the parent. I want to keep this foot as it is. Okay, so I want to keep this rotation according to my controller. So let's add one more controller for it. So I'll tell this control should be controlled by this one. Okay, so let's apply a constraint called copy the constraint. So this one want to copy the constraint of rotation of this bone. Okay, something will happen now. Observe, because last time I showed very simple way. I extruded a bone in this direction, right? So in the same direction I extruded a bone in this direction, and there was no problem. So but here it will just give a different view. See, so let's select the armature and let's select the foot control. See, everything, see, and now the bone has turned according to the controller bone. That's why in the last basic class, I told like it should be according to this one rotation. Okay, so that is the first stage of learning. For now we can fix this problem by telling I don't want to keep it exactly according to the word space to word space. I want to keep it according to the local space. So local space, whichever space it is there, it is called local space. So let's change it to local with parent and local with parent. So this will solve the problem. So let's cross check whether it has solved the problem. So let's go to G, and now you can see I can lift my foot is as it is. Okay, everything is done. And one more, you can see like when I try to lift the leg, can we do something like this in real world? Yes, I think, right? Yeah, we can do it. So if anything like if it is acting totally weirdly and bending in some other direction which doesn't require, what you people can do is you can select this IK. Now for now I am not going to apply, but I am showing you. You can select this IK bone, go to the bone property, and you can see inverse kinematics option. There you can tell in which axis it want to rotate and in which axis you don't want it to rotate. So you can lock this. So that is there inside the inverse kinematics. You can see IK stretch is there. You can also apply the stretching of the bone animation if you want. So this is what I am telling. So if you want, you can just switch on and off this one so that it will rotate only in the preferred direction, not in another direction. For example, let's say I will switch on this, but you want to know what is the default. So it is 180 minus 180, and you can see like let's switch on this one and click this and click on the G key. So where is my G key? Okay. So what I will do, I will tell instead of this, I will tell 0, means I am telling minimum angle of rotation is 0, maximum angle of rotation is also 0 in the X direction. So if I click this and move, so it's rotating, it is not going to allow in rotating in X direction. So that is the limitation. So if you want to just cross check everything, what you will do is you just apply everything 0. Okay, and then you will come to know what is going to happen. So everything I apply, change it to 0. Now if I lift this, see, it's not rotating in any direction. The IK is not rotating in any direction because I lock it in all directions. So this what is required, like where you want to see like which direction you are going to allow. So let's check like if I switch off my limit X, is that limit X rotation? If I want to know which is the rotation axis, like you need to go and you want to switch on the axis so that you will get to know which is the rotation axis, or you can experiment. So for now let's come back. So let's click G. See, it is rotating in a totally different axis. So that is not the axis which I want to rotate, right? So let's come back here. No, let's check the Y. So like that you can just go cross check and you can decide for which axis you want to lock it and which axis you don't want to lock it. So that is Z axis, right? So Z axis. Now it is going to do the bend only in one axis, only one axis. It is not going to do the bend in any other axis. See, it is doing the bend in it's not doing in any other axis. And also I can limit. See, nobody can do this kind of bend, right? This maximum bending also we cannot do, right? So we can also go here and we can tell a limit, but limit for some degree, like limit for like some degree, like let's experiment, like I will tell 90 degree. Let's see what will happen in 90 degree. Yeah, 90. Okay, so it is giving an angle, so it can bend only up to this degree. So let's select this one and let's check it now what will happen. So you can see I have limited only up to here, so more than that it will not bend. So like that I can give some limitation for this character. So let's increase more. Let's say like let's keep it for 180 degree. Let's see how much it is going to rotate. No, it will not rotate up to this, right? So we'll keep it somewhere closer up here. Let's see whether it is going to help us. to know what is the degree I'm rotating. No, it is not helping. So you can see here nothing updating. So let's experiment. So let's change this like somewhere around let's say like 120 degree. So we can see like here it is showing the preview for us. So let's click on G, and this is where it want to rotate. This is the last angle. Upon this it cannot rotate it. So this is very useful. You can limit it. You can limit for everything. Even you can limit for this one, right? But only for the IK we can apply. If you want to limit, just apply the IK constraints, and you can apply the limitation. So without IK we cannot apply the limitation for this. Okay. So that's what I just added you one more point in this. So let's see the other things. Pole vector. So let's go to the sunshine armature, and let's apply our one more control which we have created, L pole control. Done. So now let's see whether it is working fine. G, move, and move this pole vector and check. Yes, it's working fine. There is no problem at all. If you are finding any problem in this, like sometimes it may go with a different rotation. IK can like rotate in a different direction. So on that time what you want to do is you want to just change the pole angle. So when you change the pole angle, it will fix the problem. For now I don't have any problem, so let it be 0. So if any problem, if it is not working fine, if it is rotating in a different degree, so just go and change the pole angle. Okay. So for now this is okay for me, and see, I want to get back to the previous position of this character, this bone pose. So what I can do is I will just select A, all, and I will go to the pose, and I will tell clear all my transform. Now this is the default pose of the character. Done. So this is our controller. So we have done only controller which time we need to spend is for the leg. In the same way, like for pole, here also we can have one more pole vector and more time again in the fingers. So this is the region. So we don't have any facial things here like eyebrow, nose. So this is a very simple character. So let's go ahead and let's complete this one. Okay. So let's go to this view and let's select all this bone in the edit mode. Okay, let's select all this bone. Okay, then let's symmetrize it. Symmetrize. Done. So it's done. Okay. Now if you want to do any changes, like I am doing a changes here, but it's not affecting here. If you want to in case do like that, then just go to the tool and switch on the x-axis mirror, so that see at a time we can do the mirror changes. Okay. So for now don't want, I will switch off now. I am not going to do any changes. So for now let's increase some spine bones and chest bone, neck bone. Let's complete it. Let's go back. So let's keep it here somewhere. Okay, and I will tell E extrude. So let's keep it. I want like we cannot bend our chest will not bend in a radius way because there is a rib cage, right? So it will not bend. It is very, I don't think so it will bend much, right? The chest part is like a solid, only we can bend in this region. So let's keep one bone here, one joint, so that we can bend it. So let's click on Z and exactly position, and again let's click on again E and let's position it now somewhere up to here. Okay, Z and here. So I can bend in this region, and this is the another region which I have kept here. If you want, you can subdivide. If you want more bend, you can just subdivide and right click, just subdivide, and I kept one more. Okay, so like that, if required, you can bend it more so that it is having a very nice bending. So let's come back and For the entire chest I'll keep it 1, so I'll click on E, Z key, and let's keep it up to here, like the neck where the joint of the neck will come, clavicle bone where we start. Okay, somewhere here. Let's see. I'm just seeing my my body anatomy. Just I'm seeing like where I'm bending actually. So where is my chest and where is somewhere it is here in this region. Okay. So you have your own anatomy. You can just check it like where you want to position all these bones, and you can start working on it. Okay. And the next thing is we need to extrude one more bone where we can skin it for neck. Okay, in metallic autorics and all they will keep 2. I don't know why 2 is more flexible, yes, but this one doesn't require much, so I'll keep it only 1 for now. Let's see, let's keep it somewhere here. Why I'm keeping instead of keeping here? Because we know the jawline will be little bit up in the from the side, right? So I'll keep it somewhere here. So let's see in the left view. Okay, so I want to reposition. See, everything is completely in a straight line. So let's go and see some anatomy, like human anatomy, and let's see what all the images we'll get. Human anatomy. I don't want to see just an anatomy. I want to see skeleton. Okay, so let's see the side pose, and we can see like how the bone has position. See, it's not in front, it's in back. So here we have the spine bones which is there. You can see that one arc here, so it is bending like this and going out and coming like this, right? So let's do similar to that. Let's see some other drawings. You can see better here. See, stomach area, it is little bit bending, so it is out and back to the back and neck. Okay, so let's adjust in, similar to that. So we'll keep this a little bit front, like somewhere little bit somewhere here, little bit, and this is little bit back. I think more we did. Okay, something like that. So this is more back, and this is up to the jaw, because we need to control that part. If require, you divide and keep it 2 bones if required for the neck region. So for now I'll just keep it very simple like this, and not so much, let it be little bendy. Okay, so let's extrude one more for head to control the entire head region. Okay, done. This is done. Let's start applying the arm. So arm, shoulder, the shoulder bone. Let's start the shoulder from this region. I'll keep it somewhere up to here, because here I want to bend it, so I'll keep it here. You know, we already kept 3 segments to bend, so I'll keep it somewhere here. So let's keep it very simple, because this is not a complex character. It's very simple character, it doesn't require more complex settings. So let's extrude E again. Let's keep it here. You can also, you can switch on the volume snapping, so that always the bone will snap, and it will go in center. It will be in center. Sometimes it is useful, sometimes it is not. For now I don't have any problem. It will be very useful for the fingers as well, right? So let's switch on this one. I'll switch on volume and click on the snap and click this view. Okay, so let's move it again, so that it will be exactly in the center. Okay, so it will be positioned in the center now. So see, let's cross check. Okay, no problem. So let's go click this E and extrude up to the wrist region. So this is our wrist region, and one more we'll keep it up to this is this bone, this is the wrist, and this is going to connect for the fingers. Okay, this is the connector for all the fingers. So but you can see here our bone has some rotation, so we don't want that rotation. So that let it be very simple. Let's keep it in front view as like one single view angle. So let's go here, and here we have the rotation. Let's rotate and just keep it visually. Let's keep it very simple, something like this. Okay, so visually I want to keep it very simple, yeah, so that whenever I come to the front view, I know like whether I rotated the bone or not. So okay, this is fine, and this is also, let's keep it look more neat. So let's see in the top view. Let's go to the top view, and let's move this bone. We should give some bend angle even for this, same like our foot. And yeah, this is okay, this is fine for now. Let it be here. This is working fine. Now we need to create our finger bone. Okay, so how, like I want to show you, because many people will make mistake. Okay, see, you people also create some videos and you can upload to the YouTube. Don't think always YouTube whatever video they show it is perfect. No, okay, you can also create, anybody can create. So you need to find just techniques. You need to just go see different videos created from different people, that just learn some techniques from peoples, and see which one is working correctly, which one is correct or which one is wrong. You need to identify and you need to implement it, not all. Okay, so let's type it hand. Okay, so you can see, like, we know I can instead of showing directly using webcam, I'm showing here. See, this is the area where all I want to keep the joints. See, so here we have kept the wrist. Here it's the joint where it is going to connect it. So I'm going to create here one joint, not here. Many people create the joints here. No, it is wrong. We will not bend in this region, right? We will not bend at all in this region. So we always keep our joints here, right? So there you need to keep the joint, and next joint will come here, and next joint is here, and this is the last bone, last tip of the bone. So in the same way here also you can see this is where we need to create 1, 2 and 3. So let's see for our character now. Let's go back. E extrude, and this is where we need to create. So keep it here. Okay, and E, right? So same way, let's try E. E for elephant. Okay, E extrude. Okay, E, S, E, like this. And one more, one more we require from here. Let's cross check whether it has created some bone. Yes, see, always you want to be aware. If you miss something, then and there itself you correct it, otherwise you get a problem. So I just did some undos. Okay, solved. So we need to create from here. Okay, this is okay, fine. E somewhere here, one E, okay, done. So we are done with our joints. See, it is exactly in the center of this geometry because we stood on this snapping, and as well as I told be in the center of the volume. So now let's apply one thing we didn't do is the naming. Okay, so we would have done, like in the starting stage only, we would have done this naming as L. We didn't do, we need to rename for all this. It takes more time now. So really be forward. So many bones we need to rename now. You can rename like this is shoulder, this is forearm, lower arm, upper arm, lower arm, wrist. So like that also you can rename proper names. So for now, instead of keeping it, I'm just going to apply all this very quickly. I'm going to paste all this very quickly. Okay, I want to rename all this at once. Is that possible, renaming all this at once like other softwares? No, multiple renaming is not allowed here. It's okay. So let's come back. Okay, instead of sitting and renaming, I'll do it. I'll just I'll delete all this, because creating is very faster than okay, anything. So let's go back here. Let's tell E, click and click, done. So you can see all the bones which I am creating is already having the name of L left side, but I am not named given a proper name, but just I want to complete it off because this is a character which I am going to use, doesn't require. So everything is, you can see here, all the name is, all the bones are L underscore, so I can easily apply the symmetry. Okay, I want some more things. We need to create one more control, so let's create E. Let's keep it in this y axis, right, and let's disconnect this. Alt P, clear parent, and Alt P, and also I want to disconnect this, and let's move it somewhere here. Cross check whether everything is disconnected properly or not by rotating. Yes, done. So this is for my, what is this, elbow control. Okay, so let's go and rename this as my CTR. Okay, and not renamed completely, so very simple. Okay, and I want one more control here, like same way for the foot we created a control, right? In the same way we need a control so that we can control the position of this. Okay, so let's let's duplicate this. Let's see like how we can apply the control here. Let's duplicate this one, shift D. No, I want to be in edit mode, right? Okay, cross check. Okay, fine. I'll switch off this snapping, shift D. So I got a bone, and I'll tell Alt P, and I will clear everything. Alt P, and I'll clear everything. Let's make it very simple, man. Like so this is the bone, it is telling bone 26, so let's rename on the same time. This is for my L hand. Okay, this is for IK purpose. Okay, L and IK control. Okay, and let's keep where is this bone? Got the bone. So I want to just, let's go inside, selecting this one. So I want to just I want to scale more. I want to select only the tip region. Ayyo devda. See? It's better I will select here only. And I have position on the same place, like for foot control we did no in same way I just positioned here. So instead it's very difficult to select it no, so I'll just position it here. Okay, so let it be here. So this one we will keep it for our arm and IK control. Okay, so let it be here for now. And let's see the control and let's explore like how we can apply for this. So let's go to the pose mode and constraint, and let's go and add inverse kinematics, and you can see how much number of chains it has added. I don't want that many chains, so it is also 1 and 2, so only 2 chain it want to control. So let's make it like this. Okay, and this control I am going to give it for this bone which we have renamed L and IK control. So let's add the same armature, and it is, where is this one? You want to click this arrow, not this one. Did you scroll here? Okay, and like it is snapping to the position of that, so only I plan to position it in the same region, but see it is going there and snapping on the same position. Okay, let it be for now. Let's go back to the edit mode. Okay, just I want to bring this down, right? So let's go here. So let's disconnect, we'll connect it back. What I will do is I'll go to the edit mode and just increase this so that this will become very easy for us to handle, right? And let's go to this particular view and let's keep it overlap somewhere here like this. Okay, this is only for the control purpose. I'm just positioning it. Okay, I'll just position this somewhere like this. Okay, so now let's come back to our pose and let's add this. Done. Okay, in the same way, so this is our control now to bend it. Okay, and in the same way like for rotation and all we did no, in the same way we can also add for our rotation. So like in the foot we told this bone to rotate according to the foot control, right? So only we apply the copy rotation constraint. So in the same way let's add for this. So let's go add copy rotation, and armature is this, and rotate according to our hand. Okay, so you can see we are told to rotate according to the hand. Okay, let's come back. Let's see like whether it is working properly. Okay, fine. Let's go back to the edit mode. Let's just see if everything is perfect. Okay, no problem, everything is perfect now. Let's go back to the pose mode. Okay, then we'll also add this one, same armature. Did I rename this? Yeah, so let's go back to the IK constraints and add our elbow control, and done. And I think some rotation happened, right? Let's cross check whether it is rotating properly. No, see, this is what I told, we need to predefine our angle. So if you find something like this, don't worry. What you want to do is go here and just rotate and keep the perfect angle. So for now I'll tell like minus 90 degree. Will this fixed? Yes. Let's cross check whether it is working. Yes. So done. So everything is okay. Let's tell A select all and bring everything clear transform. Okay, so everything is in the default positions. And one more we need to do, we will also add more constraints for the fingers. Okay, so select the finger one by one and do it. Top, because we had it, no, we didn't position it properly, so what I'm getting this kind of effect. So no problem with this, anyhow it will change later on. So for now let's select this and add a constraint copy rotation of the same armature, and we are not renamed, we don't know the name of it. I think it is 13. Okay, so we can think like that. This is 14. Let's select the bone 13. Where is the bone 13? 13. Done. Let's cross check whether it's working. This is for finger rotation purpose. Let's hide our character. Let's rotate this. Check. So let's keep it to local space and rotate. Okay. Let's keep it back to workspace. I'm just checking like which one works better. See, workspace is not working better, so only I change it to local space to local space. So now when I try to rotate this, so I can have my finger rotation. So let's do it one more time for this. Is there any option like copy? Okay, so let's go for this. Let's add copy rotation, and this is same armature, and my bone is 12, I think 12, yes, and local space to local space, and we got a very good rotation. See, not a very good rotation. Okay, let's switch on our character and see. Okay, this is the last bone which we need to do the rotation. So for 3 joints we'll add, means 2 copy constraint for all. Okay, let's do it this very fastly. Copy rotation, it is 18 minutes, this will be 17. Okay, 18 armature to the bone 17, and local to local we know already, so let's add it everything. So armature, so go here and find bone 16, local to local. Okay, let's cross check R. Okay, fine. Then same thing for this rotation, armature, and 22 minutes 21, right? So 21 local to local, and one more copy rotation, armature, this time it is 20. I need to connect it for 20 local space. Done. Cross check. Done. I have not saved my file, so let's save this file first. File 2 times, one saving. I'll always keep a practice of keeping 2 files, because one file, if it is corrupted, then I can go back to my previous file and I can continue. So always I suggest you people to save 2 times. Okay, so saved. Then same thing for this, let's apply for the thumb. Even copy rotation, same armature, and that is the bone 24, local to the local. Same thing for this copy rotation. Same armature and bone 23. Okay, local space to the local space. Cross check, rotating this. Done. It's working fine. Save the file. So let's select all of this. Can we add one different displays for this, or we need to go for the driver controls? We can also add some driver controls, which I already showed you before, right? So let it be same. No need to make it so complex. And Rigify is not a completely separate add-on. It is a part of Blender. It is from so many years. Okay, don't think I am telling like I told you people to do, even try in Rigify. It's not a complete out like third party add-on. It is not a third party add-on. Okay, it is Blender's add-on only. Okay, so only you can see whenever I select any geometry, you can see there is a Rigify type. So we can add directly a Rigify type of bones. Okay, so don't think Rigify is a separate third party add-on. It is a Blender's. So only I told either do manual and or do with the Rigify. So but as learning purpose, you need to do it manually also. See, I am doing manually and also try Rigify. Both you want to try it, so that you will come to like where for what kind of rigging, what kind of bone is required, whether you require a Rigify or the manual. Okay, so as a student you need to try both. Okay, so done. I have done my one side of this arm. Almost we are done with this creating bone. So let's go back to the edit mode. Let's go to one single view. Let's symmetrize even this. Symmetrize, done. Okay, so symmetrize is done. Let's cross check whether everything is working fine. Let's select this our bone. Okay, let's cross check even this. Okay, everything is working fine. And what happened for this? And then this. See, we don't have controller. How come? I really don't know. So let's select all. It didn't apply, right? We can do it quickly. No need to worry about that. So just we can select all this. Let's go back to the edit. Delete bones. Select all. Even this. Let's go to the pose and just cross checking it. Okay, let's go back and let's tell symmetrize. So let's check it in the pose mode. Yeah, now we got all the controls back. Let's cross check whether it is working fine in this region. Let's save the file, Ctrl S and G. Why it is acting so weirdly? And G. Okay, this is good, no problem, but this is acting totally different because see, you can see here this is having a degree in this direction, and this is having in the opposite direction because it is taking a different way of angle is flipped. So let's go back to here and let's add a minus value. That's it, minus 120 degree, enter. What? I told minus. If the minus will not work, minus 120, enter. Okay, let's apply it here, minus 120, enter. Okay, so now it's okay, I think. Okay, then it's okay, fine, no problem at all. Let's check the pole. Let's check the pole whether it is working. Okay, everything is working right now. You can select A all and you can clear everything. Go back to your edit mode and turn your character back. Save the file. Save for side, save as one more time. Now let's do our magic skinning. Really, even in other software like Maya and all, Maya, Max, we have this kind of bone. Like we can create a bone from the base. We can create the bone from the base, or we can go for something like, there are many things like in Max we have biped rigging. There is a separate biped. There is a cat rig, and even in Maya we have something called human IK rigging. So all this similar, like we will get a ready setup of bone and we will get its own controllers. Same, even there also we have similar to the refinement. So let it be. Okay, here we are done with our custom bone. Let's go and do the binding, skinning, many words. Okay, in Max generally we tell it as skinning, and in Maya we tell it as binding. In both we tell like weight, applying the weight for the bone. So it's all same. Okay, technically it's all okay. So done. We need to see like which is our main control to move the geometry, move the entire bone. That one we are not seeing, right? So for which it is connected, see it is separate, so we need to connect it to this one. So shift and select this and make it as a parent, control P and tell not connect, keep offset, otherwise it will go to the tip of this one. Keep offset, done. In the same way here, shift select and control P, keep offset, done. Okay, so is that done? So let's cross check. So which is the main route now? Okay, so let's select this both. So we need to check it in pose mode, then only it will be best. Okay, so let's go to the G key and you can see here, yes, and you can see wherever IK controller we have applied, it is acting like a sticky. Okay, so in my and all we will tell sticky. So you can see our arm is sticky and our leg is also sticky. Okay, so see, the sole is coming out, the skeleton sole is coming out from the canopy, and you can see that pole is not coming together, so we need to fix that one. Where to fix it? So let's say like let's come back, edit mode, let's keep it very simple. So let's tell you want to follow this control P, let's keep it very simple, keep offset. Okay, so that wherever our foot control move, so it is following. So now it is having a parent connection. So in the same way for this, in edit mode, right? So deselect, select and select, control P and keep offset, done. In the same way for this also we'll do select and select, control P and keep offset. Same thing for this. Select and select, control P and keep offset, done. So now let's check one time in the pose mode. Now if I select this and try to move my character, okay, and this, and now we need to have one global control. We need to have one global control which can control my entire character. So for that also we will do it in very simple way using the bone only. So I will go here, let's add one bone. Okay, added one bone. So just think this is my main control which it is going to control my entire character. So let it be like that only, like however it is placed. So now we need to see like what all the final controllers we have. Everything want to follow this one, okay? Everything want to follow this main control. When I move this, the entire bone structure or entire character want to move like that, okay? So for that, let's go back to the pose mode and let's see like which is the main parent. See, if you go and select G, this is not the main parent, this is the main parent for this body, right? See, this is the main parent for this body. So what I will do, I will tell this one, I'll go to the pose mode. Let's see what will happen. Let's explore, okay? So I'll select this to this and I'll tell Control P and I'll tell keep offset. Okay, so let's come back to the pose mode and let's cross check what will happen. Is this okay or not? Okay, G and okay. See, this is controlling now entire bone. And what all other things are left, we need to add it. Other things are like our foot control, pole control of hand and leg. So we know like we already applied for this, so we will select this one. Let's go to the edit mode. So this parent is also this, Control P and let's tell keep offset. This shift select Control P, keep offset. Okay, so you can check what you have done and click, just see my entire body is moving. Only thing is we need to do it even for the arm. Okay, so that it is very useful for staging the character. Like always we don't animate from the center of the world, we may animate somewhere else according to our story. So we need to first position our character now. So only this control is very useful. Either you can what I am doing for now is I am just applying a very simple parent and child connection. You can also apply some constraints so that you can also control the scaling. So many things you can do. Okay, just go and explore. For now let it be a very simple one, parent and child. Okay, you can also do constraints. So let's tell Control P. No, what happened? Our Control P is giving some other option. Why? So let's select this bone, not the tip of it, and let's select this bone and let's see now Control P. Now we got, so we should not select only tip, we should select the entire bone. So Control P, keep offset. Okay, and this bone to this bone, Control P, keep offset. Let's save the file, cross check, pose mode, selected, G. Now you can see I am moving my entire bone structure. See, done. I am moving my entire bone structure. So we have created our own skeleton. Okay, this is our own skeleton and we can reuse it. We can reuse it for other character if it is having a similar kind of anatomy. Okay, so let's save this. Let's save as this file, save as plus and save as 2 copies I told, right? So now everything is done and let's cross check before binding. This is not for deform. I told this should not control any mesh, so it is only for controlling the bone. So I'll switch off all the deform. Let's cross check everything. I'll switch off even this one, switch off. This one should not deform, switch off, and even this main control also should not deform. And this one, I think this one we already discussed and we switched it off in the starting stages. Okay, done. Again save the file. Okay, then now again save as one more time. Later on we can delete other files if done doesn't require. Okay, so save as file done. So now we are going to select and do what? Weighting, skinning. We are going to do some skinning. Okay, select the body, select the entire armature. This is my main parent, so I just selected. Okay, anything. Okay, so select it and let's go Control P and click on this with automatic weight paints. Done. So we added the weight paints. Now we need to see what all it has created for us automatically. If anything anywhere required, we will do the corrections. So let's go to the pose mode. Let's see it now. Okay, why it is still selected? Deselect. Let's go to the pose mode. Okay, then now it's okay, fine. Let's click G. Yes, our character is ready to do action. Yes, see, character is ready to do the action. So only thing is if there is any wrong weighting applied, you need to correct. See, it is looking good because when I lift my leg, even this part of the mesh want to react something. So it is looking good for me. There is no problem at all in this for me. And bending, okay, there is some problem in the bending. You can see here some problem in the bending region, which I want to do some weight painting for it. So let's do weight painting. So let's save the file. Let's go to one view. We need to start doing some exercise for the character. So let's G, lift it. Okay, and where it went here. So let's click on numpad full stop so that it will zoom to whatever. So you can also even switch off this armature so that we have not created any control. So we have not created any external drivers which drive our bone. We have created only bone, and bone is our full control. So we need to have the bone to do the animation. Okay, because it is very simple, we require only simple. And you can see there is much amount of stretch is happening. So let's go back to the weight paint, and once you switch on the weight paint, you can see what is happening. The weight paint is showing this foot. I want to do the correction for this. So what you want to do is you want to directly shift, either you want to go and select the bone or shift and right click. Okay, so when you tell shift and right click, it will show the bone which is closer to my cursor. Okay, so shift and right click and select the bone likewise. Okay, so let's start painting. See, just paint here. I will increase because this area the bone want to control maximum. This vertex is this bone want to control maximum. Okay, this very quickly let's do the corrections. And what is happening here, I don't want to paint one full weight. Let's decrease this, let's decrease the strength also. So let's paint level by level. So let's add some over here. So I want to add more weight. Let's increase the strength also. Let's add. Okay. Let's add here. And again here. Okay. If it is more, you can just decrease. This is the weight which I want to apply. And this is the strength which I am painting. So that's what this is. This is strength, but I want to reduce, like I want to put only like 50% of the strength. Okay, let's reduce more. And this is what I want to do the corrections. So let's shift right click on this bone and select this. Shift right click and select this. Okay, now let's add some weight for this so that it will see it is now in front. So there is no weight at all for this. So let's add very less amount of weight, because this vertex is belong to this bone, right? So but little amount of weight let it add, so that it will be having good finish. Okay, so in the same way here, this vertex is it want to completely full. So let's it requires more patience, man. More patience you want. Okay, you should have more patience, okay, to do all this. Don't lose your patience. Done. Okay, and you can see here it's not good. If it is shoe, then it's good only, but here little no, we need to decrease the weight, and let's add some amount of weight to this. This want to be decreased. Okay, now this side is okay. Okay, so let's see what all things we have, like assign automatic from bones, assign from bone envelopes. We don't want envelopes. Mirror it, yeah, very good option, right? Mirror it. So let's mirror, let's use this later. Okay, for now I think this is okay. This problem is done, cleared. Back side. Okay, so let that control. Blue means no, this bone is not controlling anything. That is called blue color, right? So done. In the same way, let's shift and select this one, and shift and select this toe. So this is okay for now, no problem, but it is not completely red. Just paint it here. Okay, this part let it control completely. Shift and select this. Okay, this part let it completely control. Okay, fine, let's go back to the object mode. Let's go back to our armature, and let's go back to the pose mode. Let's tell like clear the transform. Let's select E. Let's clear all the transform. Save the file. Let's see it in other side. G. Okay, the same you can see in the other side, same problem, right? This side is we have salt, we have salt in this side. Okay, now let's go select the geometry. Go to the weight, paint, and let's use this mirror. Done, right? Super. Okay, so let's select each one of this bone. Let's see whether it is really applying the mirror. Which is this one? This one. So is that same as this? Cross check, shift, right click this bone 3. Okay, shift, right click, R bone 3. I think everything is mirrored, right? Is it? Shift, right click, L bone 3. Yes, everything is mirrored. Let's select all and Yeah, everything is mirrored, so no problem. So one click, applied mirror, super. What is the next thing? Next thing is we need to check each and every animation. We need to cross check all. So let's select, go to the pose mode. Let's see where all other places we are getting the problem. So rotate, yes, it can rotate without any issue. So let's click on this and rotate it manually. Back, okay. Front, see, front when rotating is more actually, see, this should not happen, no. So let's correct this, okay. So which one we used? We used this, the center. There is 2 bone above, 2 bone below, and this is our main rotation of the character bending, right? We can also use the combination of even this bending. Yeah, this is okay. This is no problem, I think. So we can have a combination of bending this as well as bending this. So like this. Now, yeah, it's fine. See, this is okay. We need to use the combination. So this is working fine. Let's add that constraint. Let's see what will happen for this. Okay, let's start exploring. Okay, so let's go. I don't know really. I'll just give a try. This is called bone 02 and this is called bone 01. So let's go and add the copy rotation of the same armature, and let's add this bone 02. Wow, it is bending downwards. Wow. No, don't want. Don't want. It is more. So let it be as it is for now. Okay, let's check all other things, like let's check in the top viewport. This one, let's take a move tool, move, and is there any problem in this? Let's keep it down. Let's bring this hand down. Let's rotate this, or rotate, keep, pose the character. Is there any problem? I'm not seeing much any problem. Little bit, if required, we can go and just correct all this. Let's even cross check all this. Like, let's select all the 3 tiny finger bone, and this one, this 3. Let's take this rotation and let's check this to local axis, so that locally we can rotate finger like this. Okay. Single rotation is working fine. Then rotating all together. So see, this, even this, not this rotation, right? This one. Rotate. This side. Okay, this is okay. Finger rotation. Let's switch off this armature and see like how the character is looking. Yes, it is hiding something to give you. Okay, only thing is this part we need to do some skinning correction. Other thing is fine, and same thing we can mirror it later on. And okay, so let's see like any other part which we need to do the correction. So neck part, okay. So okay, head part. Wow, more it is rotating. Let's rotate like this. Switch off. Yeah. So no problem, even in this only arm we need to do it. So let's select A all, and let's go for clear all transform, and let's do the correction. So let's select this weight paint. We need to go for weight paint, right? Let's go for the weight paint. Okay, shift and right click and select this. Okay, let's hide this armature so that we can clearly see. Shift right click, select. Okay, let's start painting. Okay, this, yes, we 100% always we require is complete red, no sharing with anything. Shift right click, select, and even here and this one, it's not complete red. Now it is complete red. I think rest is okay. Okay, I think this is fine for now. Like you need to do lots of testing your animation. You need to just pose the character in different way according to your requirement, your story. Pose the character in advance, see whether it is working properly or not. If everything is working properly, fine. If somewhere the pose is not working, somewhere if you find the mesh is like something stretching or squashing, something is happening, just go to the weight mode, do the weight painting, and everything will be done, so that we can take this character to the next level of doing animation. Okay.